All right, everybody. I'm going to be teaching you today how to use the GK60 software, GK60X software. So this should be able to work with any GK60 variant, like the 61, 64, 68. Those are different like variants and stuff like that. Might work with other ones. I'm not really sure. But I'm just, I use the GK61 right now, GK61X, and I was really trying to see how to make the RGB, my own and things of that nature. As you can see, I made a animation for my custom keycaps or whatever. Still working on it. But this is what I have right now. But I'll be teaching you how to do things like this similarly, and there are things, that you've been wanting to do on your keyboard, hopefully. So to start off, you want to download the software. So you're going to be downloading it off of this website. This website, I will be putting it in the description and or some type of way, probably put it on the actual video. We'll see. Um, what you want to do is you'll go to your respective OS, Windows or Mac, and then you want to click. I'm using Windows, obviously. So you'll click the top number option for the most recent version, and you'll click these characters right here on the right, which is going to be the download button. So once you download it, you'll get the download right here, and then you'll download the installer, and you'll install it through normal means. And after you install it, you'll be getting this software right here. So off rip, depending on what you have on your keyboard already or what you have set, you'll kind of see um, what you have. So initially, when you open up this software, it's kind of bugged out. So what you'll see is that you can't click anything on standard. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to click any of the different layers and then go back to standard. And from there, it'll refresh and you'll see what you currently have on your keyboard. So we'll be talking in regards to how to put stuff onto your keyboard and how do you see it. So you can put things onto your standard layer and you can put things onto your driver layer. So driver is like what you when you have things like specifically set, like you want to remap keys and things of that nature. You can remap keys on any of these, but it's really I don't think you can remap on standard though. Standard is just for your LED, your LE files or your LEDs and RGBs type stuff. But on these layers, you can remap keys and stuff like that, as you can see right here. But we'll talk about how to set up the RGB stuff. So what you want to do is you want to click LE files. It's the middle option right now, and you'll see over here, you'll see a lot of like light bulb options, and these are all pretty much pre-made RGB settings that you can kind of just go through just to make sure that whatever you're looking for hasn't been made already. Um, just in case you're trying to see what's up, but they might have made something that you've been looking for. Oh, very bright. Yeah, but I've made a few of my own. Um, and today we're gonna go over how to work with it. So, if you're going to be making something from scratch, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click this plus button right here. That's a create button. You type the respective name. So type anything in. You press create, and once you press create, you'll make the new LE file, which is what the format is of these files that the keyboard reads for RGB. Afterwards, to edit it, you want to click this pencil and boom, you'll see these the options pop up. You'll have frames and you'll have colors. So frames, what these are is you select what keys you want to be active on that frame. To do so, you click a key. So you make sure you click on the frame because you might be selected on color by mistake and you might not even know it. You'll know so if like the key actually changes color instead of just being white. But you click on frame and then you click on whatever key you want to be active, keys and or keys. You can do multiple keys. So you click them and those keys will be active on that frame. So what you want to do from there is once you do that, um, you go into your colors, you choose the color that you want, and you click those colors on those keys that you want. So as you can see, I have those keys set. I'll choose some extra keys to show you what I mean my active keys on the frame portion. As you can see, I have all these keys set up. On the frames, I only have these keys set up, so you'll see what it means. But some other things as well are the different color options. So you have monochrome, which is just a static color. It stays one color. It doesn't change. It doesn't do any type of effects. It's just the color that just stays there. Um, so after that, you have RGB. So RGB, it just does like some crazy RGB stuff. Like it'll transition through multiple colors. Not really sure how to control it to only do certain colors, but um, you know, maybe you might have to stack them. I'll have to do more testing on that. But right now, I only know how to work with monochrome. And the last option is breathing. So breathing is how it does these things, or how it goes in, how it stays on one color, but it goes in and out. So it like fades in and fades out. So an example of breathing right now is on my keyboard. You'll see right here. These are coming in and out red. Um, so that's an example of breathing. One thing to know as well is that so you see how this animation on mine, these are all frames. So each time it moves, it's a separate frame. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But first, let me show you what active frames are on this software. So what you want to do is you want to save with that check mark, click off of it, and then click on it. And as you can see, um, in the colors, I chose these colors as well, or I chose these keys as well, and it didn't they're not highlighted because they're not active on the frames portion. However, if I did choose them on the frames portion, so if I was to go like this and I was to save it, click it again, you'll see that all of these are active now. But if you were to remove them, they would not be active anymore. So that's a good thing to know for the whole frames portion. All right, so to make an animation, however, you're gonna have to make multiple frames. So what I like to do is I like to copy and paste, um, or I like to duplicate my frames. So what you want to do is I'm just do like a small simple animation real quick. So let me unselect all these colors real quick. I can just click none. So you have different options right here that they preset to color different lines. So you won't have to like um you won't have to like worry about just doing everything uh like individually just by clicking it. But now for an animation, what I'm gonna do is so these colors they carry over for every single frame, and what I mean by that is so you can't change these. Like you can change the colors and everything, but every frame is gonna have the same color no matter what, from what I know. So like say if I do this right, um, on this frame, I'm gonna set some of these keys up, and then what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna duplicate the frame. I'm gonna get rid of these keys that I have highlighted. I'm gonna click some other keys just to have the frames ready. All right, so I'm about to save that. So you see I have two frames right there. So I'm about to change it. You can see one frame is active, and that one frame does the RTYU. Then the other frames does FGVJ. So you can the more frames you have and the more you work with the colors, the smoother the transition will be. Because, obviously, this is just kind of like a quick thing, not really something that people will want to do. But the more frames that you do it, the smoother the transition will be and the things like that. So I'll show you an custom one that I made earlier. I'm still working on it, but it's just like an example of transitioning. So I'm gonna open it up and you'll see that I have these colors, right? So off rip, I preset all these to be a yellow color, and then this is just here to be here. But so I have these set up for the yellow color, but on the frames, I only have certain keys selected. So when I'm doing the frames, it's going around all the keys that I have a color with, but only one is being active at a time for this frame. I custom chose that to do that just for the fact that I want it to look like it's spiraling or is circling around these keys that I have, and it would look just like that. One thing you can do on the frames too is you can change the amount of frames that is active for. So if I was to say if I was to put like number 5 right here, then this frame will be active for 5 frames. So I'll save that real quick, and you'll kind of see like it'll be kind of be stuck on that, and then it'll like kind of keep going again. So it stays there, and it stops. So it's active for 5 frames, and then it goes around. So that's just some extra customizing you can do. So that should go over the basics a little bit regarding that. I just set it back to normal, so that is just consistency. So once you finish an animation, what you want to do is you want to go back into the configuration files, and then you want to, so if you want to do driver, driver is just another thing. So on this keyboard, you can like switch through different layers with using the function key, and then any of these buttons. So Q is driver, and then W is layer 2, or actually that's standard probably. No. So yeah, this is layer 1, layer 2, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and then that's all. And standards if you don't have any selected. So to just go on standard, you just make sure you don't have any of these profiles set, and it'll go back to standard. But to equip it on driver, what you want to do is you want to go into this view option over here, and scroll down to the last one that you made. I'll show you the one that I made recently. Or actually, I'll do this one since I just made it. What you want to do is you want to click view, and you'll see it has like the little jumpy animation there. Because it replicates exactly what I have right here. But say if I was to view this one, you click view on it, and then what you want to do is you want to click apply. If you want to keep it there, you see it doing the whole rotation thing around it for the custom animation. And then if you can see I'm transitioning from standard to driver mode. But you can see if I take off driver mode, it goes back to standard. So to equip an animation to standard, because I'm pretty sure from what I know, if you have it on driver mode, you need to have this software open. But if you don't want to have the software open, what you want to do is you want to put it on the standard layer. So you click standard, right? And then from there, you want to click any of these presets. Click on the 3 little circles that are right there. So I'll actually go right here. Click any of the presets, and then you'll just click one of the one that you're trying to apply to it, and you click on it and you press confirm. From there, what you want to do is you want to save it. When you click save, it should stick there, and then you click apply. When you click apply, though, you'll see that your RGB will turn off on your keyboard, and then you have to transition through it. So to transition to the standard layer, what you want to do is you want to click function key, and then you want to click the bracket, the close bracket sign. All right, close bracket, and you'll see that it's kind of transitioning to them. So I'll let you see through it real quick. So this is everything on the standard layer. So you can see I have that animation right here on the standard layer, and it'll kind of just be there. So you won't have to have the software open. So say if I was to actually close the software out fully, I still have the animation here, as well as the other custom animation that I made, as in this one. So that's really how the software works. I hope I gave you guys a better understanding. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. I still do have to test some more stuff out, but for the meantime, yeah, I'll be having all of this. And I hope you guys have a better understanding of the software. And yeah, have a good day, everyone.